that I think every brewer has in his mind to do his own thing and to do his own recipes. So official opening date was 2nd February of 2008, so 8.5 years now. And before we rebuilt this here, nearly a year.
Okay.
So the tiles you see and the floor, this was original, but all other stuff we had to rebuild. So electricity pipes, water, the toilets, and downstairs in the basement there was no concrete, so we have to do the whole floor and wall renewing, and that takes a lot of time. It's more the thing that I think every brewer has in his mind to do his own thing and to do his own recipes and have certain experiences how to do things better. And you can't do it in a bigger sized company because you have maybe 2 or 3 brands and you do nearly, you do very often the same things. So it's not very creative. And here in small size batches you can try a lot. So we brew nearly every week a special beer, and you can do much more individual stuff. That's the main reason, I think, because I wanted to do it, and of course it's always a problem to deal with persons who have, of course, the money interests of a brewery, but not the interest of the production. And of course, you have as an employee in a brewery always discussions like this, and now I can avoid this. So here we are in the brew house, and that is always the starting of brewing. You see here on the left side the main ingredient beside water, that's the malt. Malt can be from, mainly it is from barley, but if you want to brew wheat beers, you have also wheat malts or rye malts, or a couple of weeks ago I had buckwheat malt. It was very interesting. It tastes a bit nutty. And you have different kinds of malt. Also, when you have only barley malt, different drying temperatures during the procedure, and then you have darker malts and darker beers. So, for example, for our dark beer, we use 4 different kinds of malt. And then I choose the composition of these malts here. I have to mill it. There's a small malt mill. Then we have to mash it. That means mashing comes from mixture. You mix water with crushed malt, and then you need to do certain temperature steps, because there's mainly starch in the barley malt, and you have to decline the starch with sugar units, because only the sugar is fermenting in alcohol and CO2. So that happens with different temperature rests. And when we produce the sugar here, we have to pump it in the second vessel. That's a lauter tun, and lautering means, in the brewing speech, it's a filter process. So the walls from the original barley is insoluble in water, and you have to filter it out. So it filters, and the liquid you can pump back again in this boiler, and then you can boil it for 1.5 hours, and there you add the hops. And you can say, if you add more hops from the same variety, you have more bitter beers. So you can calculate your bitter units, you call it, in the brewing. You can calculate it with the amount of hops here during boiling. The rest from the barley, what is insoluble, is once a week a farmer comes, and it's animal food.